In today's video, we'll be taking a look at another gaming monitor QD-OLED panel. Except for this time, we're doing it in a super ultra wide way. As you can see, this is an 1800R 49-inch 5120 by 1440p QD-OLED monitor. Panel from MSI. This is the MPG 49 1C QPX. I think I got it right. Now, I'm gonna be honest, if you're looking for immersion while gaming, this is absolutely the experience that you are looking for. Now, this is my very first super ultra wide experience, but I literally felt right at home as soon as I sat here and started to game on this QD-OLED. All right, let me chill. Look, I told you guys in all of my videos before, once you go OLED, you will not go back every single time, or so far, thus far, it has stolen my heart, and this one is in a new way. So not only did this feel natural to use on my first use, this is also some of the best gaming tech on the market. This is a 240 hertz refresh rate with a 0.03 millisecond response time. Now, if you don't know, OLED, QD-OLED, these are some of the fastest response times on any display tech that is available currently. So you do not lose when it comes to OLED. And with that being said, if you crave the fastest response times, then OLED and QD-OLED is where it is, or this panel right here for sure is where you get it. This panel is also True Black HDR 400 certified. Also, not only with QD-OLED do you get some of the most vibrant and vivid colors possible, but this panel is also accurate as well, which I'll fill you in on in just a second. So to accompany that super fast 240 hertz refresh rate, you also have adaptive sync for an even smoother gameplay experience. Now, this is a 10-bit RGB panel with a delta rating of 2, which is impressive, as well as a 99% coverage of the DCI P3 color range. Now, what does this mean? If you want to get your photo and video editing on, especially taking advantage of this super wide screen for those timelines, you can. And then you can game instantly after, right? Once the work is done, the fun begins. And as with the other current MSI QD-OLED panels, you're getting OLED Care 2.0, which is also paired with a 3-year warranty that covers burn-in. So far I've had positive use cases with OLED Care 2.0. I have 3 panels that are using it now, and yeah, it's a W. Now, this panel also features a graphene film custom heatsink that is on the rear, which allows for a noise-free heat dissipation, so you don't have to worry about a fan on the back causing any additional noise. So as far as connectivity goes, you do get a USB-C port with power delivery of, I think, 96 watts, if I'm not mistaken off the top of my head. And you also get that display port out type of connectivity, so I can connect my MacBook Pro to this device, or any laptop for that matter, and use this display while charging my laptop. You also get two HDMI 2.1 high bandwidth. I think it's 48 gigabits per second bandwidth with VRR, with console support. You also have a USB dock on here, which connects via a USB Type B cable and allows for 2 USB Type A things to be connected to this monitor and routed to your PC or whatever computer you choose to use this with. There's also a DisplayPort 1.48. And to finish this up, a headphone jack out. That's all of the connectivity. Now, there's also, I don't know if you're able to see from any one of these angles, a anti-reflective property to this screen panel to help reduce any distractions or glare, which I love and enjoy because, you know, I have a lot of lights going on in here. When I'm filming and everything, I'm able to just game and focus in on gaming. I haven't had any distractions or any like strong glares or like light beams on here to where I'm just like unable to focus on getting my high kill games in Call of Duty Warzone. Rebirth Island has been sweaty lately. You guys will see. Now, this does have console support, so you can plug in like an Xbox, PS5, PS5 Pro. Now, consoles aren't, you know, the most supportive of super ultra wide, but you can go in here and switch screen size to 32:9, and it will allow that, you know, source from the console to fill the screen. It's gonna feel a bit stretched or whatnot, but you don't have to use the full 32:9. You can just use it regularly and get a 16:9 in the middle. I just found leaving it on auto and playing on console to be the most like ideal gaming situation. No, you're not using the full screen real estate. I did do the 32:9 when I was playing Gran Turismo 7, and that felt kind of fine because when you're in a racing game, which we got something with sim racing coming up, that's my take with console as far as a super ultra wide monitor goes. But PC is definitely the favorable gaming experience. But you can do console. So like me, I have a gaming PC and I can connect my console as well, do dual connectivity, and enjoy those gaming experiences simultaneously. And speaking of enjoying this panel, I did absolutely just that. Even when I was playing competitive first-person shooter type titles, when I was in, Rebirth Island on Warzone, getting it in, I didn't find any holdback or any difference of gameplay or, performance in comparison to my 27-inch or 32-inch QD OLED panel. So it's even more immersive because you have the 1800R curve, and I was able to do just fine with it. So I know that the super competitive sweats out there love to play on a 27-inch or a 24-inch screen, and you do have the option or the switch on here to switch to a 27.5 and a 24-inch, or is it 24.5? Anyways, a 24-inch and 27-inch screen on here if that's your fix. But I played in the full super ultra wide ratio, and I enjoyed my FPS gaming experience thoroughly. Now, another impressive way to enjoy this and get an even more immersive gaming experience is AAA titles. So when I pulled up Ghost of Tsushima or my Red Dead Redemption 2 or even some Black Myth Wukong, playing on here was just, I don't know another word for immersion, but it was just a breath of fresh air. It was super cool. I mean, you got a QD-OLED visual, which is absolutely phenomenal. HDR, there's true blacks and all of the best things, going. And I honestly feel like AAA titles is where something like this truly shines and kind of gets you in there. And man, it was crazy. I felt like I was on a horse in Ghost of Tsushima. When it was going up and down, I was feeling like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And the curve just plays perfectly to your peripheral and natural vision. So all in all, the 1800R curve just adds to your gaming experience, and you also get 240 hertz along with QD OLED on top of that. Now, with that being said, if you're switching into QD OLED or OLED technology for the first time, the one small trade-off you may notice, or I think you won't, is brightness. QD, OLED, and OLED panels aren't the brightest panels out there, but honestly, the trade-off is well worth it in my opinion, because the visual quality, the color saturation, vibrancy, and vividness is bar none, and the response time is faster. You got high refresh rates. You just have an overall better viewing and gaming experience, in my opinion, when it comes to OLED and QD OLED. Listen, you can trust me when I say you will enjoy gaming on QD OLED or OLED, either way, either or. But this is QD. Yeah, this one. So a big thing to keep in mind with this measuring in width at 47 inches due to the curve. It's a 49-inch, but it got the curve, which brings it down to 47 inches. You need to make sure you got enough, desk real estate to handle this, or a monitor mount that can properly handle a super ultra wide monitor like this. But once you do, trust me, and even if you don't, you'll get one if you want this monitor. It is. And one of my biggest and most exciting use cases for this super ultra wide curve monitor is inside of my sim racing rig. The biggest debate in sim racing rigs or when building one is, do you go triple monitor, single monitor, or a super ultra wide monitor like this? I just got in some brand new Acertech pedals and button boxes, so I've been itching to use those. So why not hook up this monitor into the sim racing rig right now and give you guys in-person feedback of how well this plays into the sim racing category. Let's go. So as you can see, a super ultra wide monitor not only offers an immersive gaming experience when on a desk or monitor mount at this type of setup, but it also offers other use cases such as sim racing rigs and so on. So there's a lot of versatile use cases for this type of monitor, and the immersion is really the selling point. And to me, it's not always as much about the high refresh rates and frame rates and things like that, as much as it is about the visual quality, the color accuracy, and immersion. Those things trump, high refresh rates and so forth, but it just so happens that you get all of those inside of this, including the high refresh rate, which makes it even more of a W or a go or a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, in my opinion. And with that being said, there are definitely some links down in the description if you want to pick this monitor up or some like it. And I also have more gaming monitors on QD-OLED, OLED, and so forth on the channel, as well as there are a bunch more to come. So I'll say this, you can buy this monitor with confidence, in my opinion. I enjoyed it and I hope you enjoy it as well. My name is CJ. I know tech, so you don't have to, but you guys know everything. Yeah. Okay, just listen, just take a look at this. Just imagine yourself in my seat right now, experiencing this super ultra wide goodness. Can you imagine? No? We'll go pick you up one and experience it. Cause if this is something that's on your list, oh, it's fire. I'm about to game right now, so y'all could just.
Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra.